You're watching RE&M, RBG TV.
Look at this. Columbus, disgusting. He wasn't nothing but a thief, mass murderer. He done slaughtered millions of Native Americans. And we got a holiday and a university named after his honor. Me and you supposed to walk around here and learn their westernized thoughts? Only to learn that in their eyes, we ain't nothing but lower class. Always.
Class is a state of mind.
Come on now. History's proven you could be the smartest, you could run the fastest, they still think we're inferior. What's that shirt, man? You support the Black Panthers?
Sure do.
Yeah, and it's reverse racism, man. 1995, coon. What? What you talking about? What? Ah, I'm gonna kick your ass, whatever ass you got left, fool. What? Yeah, alright. You run, but you can't hide. Man, I gotta admit, you've been real polite about saying out of my way. I'm sure you've been honest. See, I figured it ain't what a person says, it's what they think. That's what in my mind. You've been walking around here calling me a nigga. Am I right? I don't have nothing to say to you, man. No, I think you do. You want to say what you feel, don't you? You think I'm a nigga? You be a man and call me one to my face. Just a punk-ass white. Fucked up head. Bitch.
Hi, is Malik here?
Yeah, you didn't bring no homies? Got any sisters?
You got some crazy friends. What happened to your face?
I'm scared that fools will pull a gun out on me, man. I don't need no ice, man.
Put the ice on it, Malik.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
And that's like this.
Why are you fighting like some thug? This is college.
Man, I don't know about that no more. About to take me a semester off, let the shit cool out.
Hey, yo, you see this? It's about this, nigga. You see this? Yo, it's about this black fist, nigga. We gon' pound it in your motherfucking ass. Yo,
You gonna drop out.
Did I say I was gonna drop out?
No, but I see it in your eyes.
I said I'm gonna take me a break, man. Yeah. Look at me, man. Look what they did to my fucking face.
Malik, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
So good, though. Them fools, man. They so lucky they called security, man, because I was fit to kill one of them white boys, man. You know what I'm saying?
oh, shit. Fucking white boy. See how he sold my shit up? Knuckles all fat and shit. It's alright though, it's all good. Whipped his ass so bad his stepmom's gonna feel me for the next 3 birthdays out this motherfucker.
Look what his homeboy did to the side of your head.
What you talking about, kid? This shit? He ain't fading nothing over here though.
One ass whooping, man. They still want. How you figure that, man? Look around you, man. They own this shit. They own this couch you sitting on, them shoes you got on your feet, this building, this school, this country, you. We behind enemy lines, dawg. One beat down will never compare to 439 years of captivity.
Say that
Never.
shit.
You don't know shit. Freshman.
Peace and Black Power family, what's going on? You already know this is your brother in Google, now you see R.A.M. Tune into another special episode of R.A.M. RBG TV. Where we keeps it G. Common sense shit for the common sense people, dealing with the common issues, seeking the common solutions. And one of the best ways to do that is with black love, because you already know black love is a cure for the black nation. So let's get it. Once again, back on deck, you already know who's always riding shotgun. The homie Nell. Sometimes you see him, sometimes you don't, but they're always riding shotgun, banging his work. You already know. 432 in the building. And today, we're going to do another one of those controversial topics. And I'm going to call this one today, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And yes, family, we talking slavery. I know. Here go this dude talking slavery again. What the hell? Yes, damn it, I'm talking slavery. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you want to say it's 2015. I don't care how much you want to throw up Obama. You can't escape this shit. Because we have yet to deal with it.
What he done for your ass?
We'll get to that a little later. That's another topic for another conversation. But nonetheless, there's different levels on how we've been affected. And there's different levels of denial. You feel what I'm saying? From that infection of, what am I calling? Racism, white supremacy. All by way of chattel slavery, etc., 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 etc. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take a couple minutes. And I just want to just go over a little, you know what I'm saying, little different little subtopics on exactly what I'm talking about. And if you paid attention to the opening clip, I know it was kind of lengthy, whatever, but nonetheless, there was a method to my madness. And as you all know, that clip is coming, or those clips or whatever, are coming from a famous movie from back in the 90s, Higher Learning. You never seen it? You know I don't know what you missing, man. There's messages all in that movie. It's one of my favorite joints. But nonetheless, I digress. I put those clips up for a reason. Because if you paid attention to the dialogue that was happening, the wording that was being used, though that may have been 1995, and it's 2015, folks are still using the same wording. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's try to cover a little things, man. Now everybody, once again, once you bring up history, the minute you bring up facts, what happened way back when, you feel what I'm saying, and show that actual correlation of how it's being played out in today's society or whatever. And the minute you use that word slavery, you're going to have pretty much everybody at your throat. Why are you talking about slavery? Oh my God, it's 2015. It's post-racial America. That's like the big, like I love to hear that one right there. Post-racial America.
Oh, really? On the job application, they always want to know your race.
We got affirmative action. Look how we moving up. And mind you, you're going to hear these complaints from two types of people. Black folks in denial, right? And white folks in denial. At the end of the day, folks are in denial, and I'm not talking Kim. Folks do not want to really embrace, and when I mean embrace, I'm not talking about loving it. I'm simply I'm speaking about taking it in for what it is. Pause. Folks don't want to embrace what happened. Folks don't want to own up to it. Folks don't want to account for it. Listen, family, what happened, happened. And we're living the products of that which happened daily on many different levels. From the economic game, right? Look at the way money is being moved, right? We get paid on Fridays. Every other Friday we get paid. We work that job, that plantation job, whatever you want to call it. You doing what you gotta do to pay them bills, put food on the table, alright? Let's just stop playing games. You work your job for 2 weeks. You bust your ass. Trying to get 40 hours a week, trying to get 80 within 2 weeks. You get your check. You go cash your check. What's the first thing you do right after you pay rent? You go spend money recklessly, right? Now let's keep it 100. Let's keep it G. We don't own businesses in our neighborhoods. We're not owning shit. So, like I said, we get our check on Friday. By Saturday afternoon, every business around the way is booming off your dollar from your sweat, your blood, your tears from that 2-week period. And again, it don't stay in the hood. Yeah, the stores is in the hood, but the money going to somebody else's bank. The money is going back to somebody else's pocket. The money is putting somebody else's kid through school. Meanwhile, your child is failing in the 3rd grade in public school, can't say they ABCs, which you should have learned in kindergarten, if not earlier. Etc., 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 etc. What's another, and right here in the hood, tell me, now, what's on your mind with this whole economic game or whatever, as far as the correlation between way back when and right now, 2015, and again, how people always want to say that has nothing to do with me. Talk to me about what you think as far as economics, how that plays out.
Well, pretty much how it plays out is back in 1865 and before, we only had 1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in America. 2015 is still only 1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in America. Back 90 to 100 years ago, 97% of black people work for white folk. 2015, 97 to 98% of black people still work for white folk. And while you working for them, you really building up your empire, their empire, for crumbs. And this is back to the slave mentality. You think everything is alright because you get little trinkets. You're satisfied that you could afford the bottle of Henny every week. Meanwhile, he could afford new real estate every week. He probably getting billions and what you getting $300 a week, and that's what you're satisfied with.
Watch this analogy. Peep this. We happy with a bottle, they own the brewery.
Yeah.
Let that marinate. We happy with a bottle, they own the breweries.
And we're not saying don't buy liquor, don't enjoy yourself or
I'm just giving little common things that we all can identify with, family. That's all.
Just don't settle, you know?
Like I said, with this whole economic thing or whatever. Watch this. Black business. We tell each other support black business. We'll do it word of mouth all day long. But then
when it's time,
everybody want to question. Everybody got like 1,000 questions they want to ask you. Where is this going? Where'd you get this from? Etc. 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 Right? Doing all this damn near FBI criminal checks for a store that supports you, nonetheless. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know if y'all seen that meme picture or whatever where Chris Rock is talking about the whole Chinese store or whatever. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Folks will come in, they'll complain about black business, but then go right to the Chinaman who sits behind a bulletproof glass. You feel what I'm saying? Sits behind a bulletproof glass. You already know the food is nothing healthy in the first fucking place. Excuse my language.
They don't feed us. They eat the food they eat. They
don't even eat the same thing.
Yeah, they don't eat the shit they feed us.
But nonetheless, at the end of the day, we complain about our own, but do not complain about that which is actually harming us. You feel what I'm saying? So that's actually backwards. It's asinine.
Still a slave mentality.
So, but then you always want to turn around and say, no, that slavery stuff has nothing to do with me. No. You're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. Alright, so that's economics. And that's just partial. That's only a part of what I could actually go into. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Education. Now, we all know, yes, we all know, back on them plantations, back in them fields, when we was in them chains and them dungeons and cabins, we already know. Reading, writing was illegal. It was on the books. That shit was illegal. If you caught with a book, you caught saying a smart word, that was your ass. Period. We know this. Fast forward to 2015, niggas are still afraid to read.
Well,
afraid to read.
Because Negroes will read.
We'll read. Watch this. You're right. We'll read the Zanes. We'll read the hustling books. We'll read all this stuff. Now, nobody's saying don't, read whatever you read for entertainment. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we take what it's supposed to be for entertainment and we try to live this shit. So what are we doing? We're actually putting ourselves back on the whole minstrel show circuit. Right here in 2015, in reality, in the physical. Everybody likes to talk about the reality TVs. Oh, it's just entertainment. No. That is, telling you, the reintroduction of black people into minstrel television. Minstrel living. Not even just television. Minstrel living. We're cooning every day, all day. And why is that? That goes back to the education system. We've been dumbed down and scared so much to not want to learn, not want to read, not want to educate ourselves to the point where we educate ourselves with shit that dumbs us down continuously, with stuff that's going to keep us dormant, stuff that's going to make us stay right the hell where we are, but then turn around and have us talking about, I'm top dog, we balling, woo, 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 woo. Who taught you that shit?
Top dog or what?
Who taught you that shit? So it goes hand in hand. You feel what I'm saying? That what you want to call entertainment? It's teaching you something. Look how we living. So that goes right with education. But that ain't got nothing to do with you, though, right? That don't got nothing to do with me. You come step forward. Step forward. Step forward. I believe the wife got something to say to chime in. She gonna step forward. The seat is yours, baby.
Hi guys. I really wasn't gonna come on the video like I always say. I normally don't have nothing to say, but he said something. We're talking about entertainment. Alright. Let's talk about our youth. Mm-hmm. They sit here, they listen to all these rappers and yada yada yada. And most of our rappers, Lil Wayne, all them, well, the old heads, not these new young thug, rich homie Quans, not them. I don't even know who they are. But they sit here, they look after Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne sounds so illiterate.
That dude has degrees.
What? Thank you.
He has degrees.
Lil Wayne sounds so ignorant, he's not
as dumb as he portrays in his
exactly.
Music, but he's promoting. He's doing that to make you dumb.
That's exactly where I'm coming from. Our kids look at these entertainers, you know. Oh, he made it out the hood and yada yada yada, all this other stuff. When actually, no, he been out the hood way before, you know, he was who he was. And he got degrees, you know. A lot of our entertainers got degrees. Nicki Minaj, oh my goodness, she has so many degrees.
They not as stupid.
They not as stupid. But we sit here.
But you acting stupid like how they act in the music or in the videos.
We sit here, we want to watch and follow after them, and
they laughing at your ass.
They laughing. Ha ha. You know, she's talking about whatever she's talking about. I don't even know what she's talking about neither. But our kids look at this, oh, I want to be Nicki Minaj, but we don't see that she has the degrees that she has. And she's not telling them, hey kids.
We take pride in the wrong things.
Exactly. They not, you know, these entertainers not saying, come on kids, get an education.
They was talking like that years ago when we was growing up though.
Word. Like you got this new artist, don't know his name, just heard the song a couple times. It's talking about being a trap queen. I don't even know what a trap queen is. So, but what I'm guessing it is basically...
Shit ain't nothing. Listen, and this is my personal opinion, and I've seen this from experience. A trap queen is nothing more than the girlfriend of a dope dealer.
Whatever. The thing is...
And you starting off of that. Come on, stop fronting.
Now you got females want to be trap queens, and everybody wants somebody to try them. Like, just stop.
Again, family, I'm trying to...
Where's the mind of your own?
I'm showing the correlation. This is education. This is what the children are learning. This is what's being taught by all mass media. This is education nonetheless. They're learning. They're trying to live this shit.
Like you may not have, you may not have the whips and all that other stuff, but they whipping your mind. Like,
yep, whipping your brain.
Whipping your mind ridiculous. Like, all these reality shows, Love and Hip Hop. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop because, you know, I watch it from time to time or whatever.
Well, you don't take
but
it
I don't
literally
live
and
that.
put it into your lifestyle.
Exactly. I don't live it. I'm not sitting here like, you know, talk to my husband like I'm freaking whoever these girls are. I can't even think of nobody's name because that's how irrelevant they are to me. But I'm just saying, that's what's wrong with our entertainment, our media propaganda. You know, they got us fucked up. Sorry, you know.
Y'all say what it is, man.
You know, excuse my language, but that's exactly what they got. They got us messed up right now. You know, we want to live this life, but too stupid to live your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
But
pretty...
slavery ain't got nothing to do with me, though.
Exactly.
It ain't got nothing to do with
You
me,
can't
though.
think for yourself, you're still a slave.
And that's another thing that pissed me off. And I'm about to get off soon, and I'm letting and go back to talking. But the whole, it don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Like, how can you say that? You're black. You know, it saddens me that a lot of people are agreeing to whatever Raven Simone is saying. That is some of the most dumbest things I ever heard in my life. You know, it has nothing to do with me. But yet, my grandmother and my mother could sit here and talk about how, you know, she marched with Martin Luther King and all that other stuff. So to hear that my family, my blood done went through this or seen a little bit of this, it got something to do with me because it runs in my blood. And that's where we got to go back to knowing yourself. It all, like, everything that we've been saying all ties together. You know, when you know yourself, you will not be sitting here saying, oh, it wasn't me. It don't have nothing to do with me. Get over it. That's another thing. Stop telling us to get over it because you're still going through it. Like I said, you may not physically be getting whipped, you know, but look at what's going on. Little girls being lynched at 4 or 5 years old for no reason. You brothers walking down the street with nothing on them, unarmed, and they just getting shot because people fear their lives and all that other stuff. You know, it's ridiculous. Like the sister, I forgot where she was, but she had her son stole some money from her, and she called the police, and the police came and arrested her. Like, she's trying to teach her sons, you know, listen, I want him on the right track, you help him. The other police comes in, not knowing what's going on, and arrest the mother. She had did 3 months in jail without her kids. They was in a foster home. Luckily, she got the kids back. But come on, look. But we're not, you know, but slavery, get over it. Slavery, get over it.
Slavery ain't ended. Slavery still alive.
It don't got nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you. That's my opinion. That's my thought. I don't think I got nothing else to say after that. But come on, stop telling us to get over it. And know yourself.
Get over it is your words of trying to say, I just want to be accepted into mainstream white society. That's what get over it means.
Accept me, master.
Basically. I hope y'all heard what she was saying, man. You feel what I'm saying? And that was just on the education piece, man. I got a couple topics, man. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what are these kids learning? What is the people learning?
Not a damn thing.
What are they trying to live? Because that what you learn, you're going to live, man. I keep telling you, man, what you think, you're going to speak. What you speak, you're going to live. It's very simple. So let's move on.
What's next?
What's next? Let's get into. Oh man, I'm not even. Oh man, do I really want to go there? Do I really want to go there?
I don't even know where you about to go, but
Spirituality and religion.
know it.
Yeah.
I know y'all hate me, but I love y'all.
Everybody looking for a savior.
Let's not do religion.
No, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. We gonna do this shit, damn it.
Everybody looking for a savior.
Say that again.
Everybody looking for a savior.
Nobody coming to save you. We gotta save ourselves. Ain't no G coming.
Listen, I don't care what it is that you believe in. That's not my personal thing. Because at the end of the day, do what you do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100, family. Salvation of the black nation rests within your ass, man. Get up off your butt and make something happen. Now, watch this. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, right? Again, we already know the origins of these different religious institutions or whatever. I went over that a few bills ago. Go back in the channel, you'll see for yourself. If not, do the own research for yourself. Whatever you want. If you want Christianity, do the research. If you want Islam, do the research. You want Hebrew, Judaism, do the research. Buddhist, do the research. Etc., etc., etc. Do the goddamn research. If you're going to walk it or talk it, then to try to walk it the best as possible. Do the research. But, watch this. The big homie. You see him right there. Garvin. You already know. UNIA 432 always representing. If you know the history and you know the homework, you would know that he was a Christian. Right?
Yeah.
He was a Christian. Grew up a Christian. Matter of fact, in the Catholic Church, to be exact.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Because I know the homework. He grew up a Catholic.
Yeah.
Watch this, though. Did the man come before the people, spreading the message and the vibration of black man, black woman? All you have to do is put your hopes in the sky and wait, and for that one given day, and everything will be all right? Or did the man say, "Up ye mighty nation, accomplish what you will"? Translation: get up off your black ass and make it happen. I believe he said the two. Number two.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he said, wait. Big homie, Malcolm, Islam, right? That was his walk. Nation of Islam, that was his walk.
Yep.
Did he come before the people and say, let's wait on the Prophet Muhammad to come back? Let's wait on a miracle of Allah or something like that? Or did he say, one, defend yourself. Two, make it happen for yourself. Three, sustain yourself.
Yeah.
I believe that's what he said.
Yep. And he said they're not hanging you because you Muslim, or you Christian, or you this or you that. They're hanging you because you're black. So black people need to practice black nationalism.
Oh, man. I don't even gotta say nothing. You already know what it is, okay? I don't even gotta say nothing. And if you don't, you slipping, okay? Long story short, we're dealing with this religion thing, spirituality thing, man. You can't tell me that that slavery has nothing to do with you. Because let's keep it 100. You have to ask yourself this question once you do the homework. And you won't get this answer until you do the homework. The question is, how did you get these religions in the first place? Once you ask yourself that question, it will then put you on the track. We're not
talking about you
to
individually.
Seeking it. Right.
We're talking about as a
how did we as black Africans get these different institutions? How did we get them? How did we get them? Now watch this. Once you ask yourself that question, ask yourself another question. Why is it within these institutions, feel what I'm saying? Whether we at the church service or we at the Islamic at Juma or whatever, or I don't know what the Hebrew or Jewish term were for y'all gatherings when y'all at the synagogue and stuff or whatever, right? Why is it that we only getting taught certain things out of the text? Now watch this. If these texts are supposed to be the words of God, right? Don't you want to learn everything that God has to say for you? Just question, just a simple thought. Because again, if you think about it, go to any church on Sunday. Go to any mosque on Friday. Whatever day the Jews and the Hebrews link up or what they synagogue, go there. I guarantee to you, you're going to hear a repetitive of the same thing that you heard maybe a month ago, that you heard the same time last year, that you heard the same time last year. For example, it's April, right? Now, according to the biblical calendar, right, this is the week of what? Lent and all that stuff. The last week of Lent, whatever, the Passover, Easter, the whole scenario thing, right?
White supremacy.
Nonetheless. Again, we get taught certain things. Small portions of certain things at that. Just enough to get your emotions riled up. Just enough
to make
to
you
get
shop. How many of you Negroes gonna be buying new suits for Easter Sunday?
So at the end of the day, what I'm saying with this whole religion thing, it does have something to do with you. And slavery has something to do with you. Again, how did we get these things as a people? How does it affect us as a people? How is it that the ministers and the imams and the rabbis, they live in lavish, they live in good, this, that, and the third, and woo, 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 right? They're telling you to live a certain way. You living, trying your best a certain way. You put in all your money to show and prove that you live in a certain way. But then when you really go and look at it as a proof, you living actually maybe a little bit worse than you was, quote unquote, when you was in the world, living a secular life. Right? Because instead of you doing whatever you was doing and you was, sustaining yourself the way you was doing, you had a little money in your pocket, you had a little food to eat or whatever. Granted, you was living secular, as they call it. But now, every dollar you got goes to that church, goes to that mosque, goes to that temple. But yet they'll turn around and tell you that they still working on the building fund. You feel what I'm saying? They'll still tell you they've been working on building funds for years and years at a time. Ain't put a doorknob on the damn building. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, while you doing that, they're telling you by you giving your tithing or your zakats or whatever they call it in the Hebrews or whatever, by you doing all that energy, by you giving all your time, your energy, your bread, your resources, or whatever, you're gonna be blessed later.
When you die.
Later.
When you dead.
Meanwhile,
I want my heaven now.
Meanwhile, you gonna get your ass whooped now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? The same ones that giving us these religious institutions, they gonna whoop our asses now. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna have they prosperity now off of you. But they gonna turn around and you gonna fall for it and say, well, you know, I was taught to turn the other cheek and be humble and be modest and everything will be all right. And if I just keep holding on and everything will be all good and by and by. Bullshit. I'm sorry, family.
They love you.
I'm sorry. I'm only speaking that what I know because I fell for it too. I fell for it too. But guess what? It's time to stand up. Long story short, religion keeps us dormant, man. Religion keeps us just wishing on a star, man. You heard the star. You know the song way back in the day. I'm wishing on a star. That's what folks is doing with religion. We thinking everything gonna be happening, going good, and yada yada yada. Once again, we in denial. You feel what I'm saying? Because we hoping and wishing for something to come in whenever. Now again, ask yourself another question. How long have we been waiting already? I'm going to let you think that one. I'm going to move on. Because that right there should give you a notion exactly what we dealing with when you're dealing with this religion thing. And then when you turn around and say, it has nothing to do with me. Slavery has nothing to do with me. Yes, it was given to you on forceful conquest type tactics. You fell for it by way of force. Then by way of tradition passed down generation to generation, it became, I guess you could say,
tradition.
Just another part of the day. And just because it's another part of the day, we actually live it as reality. We try to make that reality every day as best as possible and don't see the reality behind it. Let's move on. Oh, man. Psychology. Long story short, slavery took your brain. So how the hell you gonna tell me slavery ain't got nothing to do with you here in 2015? You can't even think for yourself.
Still think like a slave.
You don't think for yourself. You don't think about upliftment. You don't think about the sustaining of a legacy. You think about how I'm gonna get, how we gonna be lit over the weekend. It's the weekend, right? It's Friday, right? How we turning up? How we turning up, son? How we getting it in? That's what you think about.
All the time.
That's what you think about. The same way your ass was thinking, the same way we always thinking back on the plantation, because you already know from because the only day that we had off was Sunday.
Yeah.
From Monday through Saturday, you already know what it was. But Sunday, that day off, that's turn up time. Go shout a little bit at the church, come home, and now you for the rest of the day. That's what it was, and we still doing that in 2015. But slavery ain't got nothing to do with you though, right? Oh man, this is my last thing I'm gonna touch on real quick. Now, everything I just said prior to this point right now was dealing with the family. We're gonna switch it up for a brief moment in time. I'm actually gonna talk to white people real quick because I know y'all watch my channel too. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? Slavery ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all say this shit all the damn time. It wasn't me. I wasn't there, and my ancestors, and yeah, some of y'all acknowledge what they did was wrong, and that's what's up. I hear you, but also y'all full of shit the same way too. And then the other ones I actually like the ones that are just bold with it. Nah, and you know the ones I'm talking about. Now, the ones that are in denial, the white folks that are in denial, talk about it has nothing to do with you. Ask yourself a question. Your life, your living, your privilege nonetheless in this country in America. America as I call it. Right? How did you get that? How did you get that privilege? How did you get that upper up that you have in society? How did you obtain the quote unquote inherited wealth that you have? Ask yourself that question.
For the poor whites, y'all got the white privilege. Saw that video, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that guy, he backed out the joint on the police and all that. Nothing happened. That's white privilege for you.
How did you get this? How do you profit from it even in today, in 2015? Ask yourself this question. And then, once you ask those two questions and you get whatever answer you get, and we already know your answer's going to be full of shit because you're in denial. But the most important question that you should ask yourself, these benefits that I have, right, as a white person. If slavery has nothing to do with me, and I'm this such and such upstanding citizen of America, and yada 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 yada, right? Are you willing to give all that shit up and live on an equal level playing field that you say that we live in? Are you really willing to give up your status, give up your privilege, give up your everything that flesh of yours entitles you to? Now you already know, because I've asked people this question. And you know what answer I always get? No. But slavery has nothing to do with you, though.
Yeah. If it have nothing to do with you.
If it has nothing to do with you, then give everything that you have stolen from my people. Give it everything back. Every last penny. Give it all back. But you know you're not going to, because you love that privilege. You enjoy that vibration that you get when weak-minded. Unfortunately, I gotta call it what it is. When weak-minded black folks come up to you, you love it. You love it. You love it.
You love those Negroes.
Are you willing to give that shit up? If it has nothing to do with you? Nope. I ain't gonna spend too much time on y'all because y'all not my main focus. But I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick because I know you watch my channel. I know you don't like what I say. But guess what? It has to be said. So there it is. Any last thing before we get up out of here, family?
I think that was good.
Back.
I don't really got nothing else to say.
It is what it is, man. Deal with it, man. Until we deal with the issues at hand, until we finally say, you know what? We gotta go back to the drawing board as far as, you know what I'm saying, the who's, what, when, where's, and how's. Until we do that, until we embrace it like I said in the beginning, like Nelly Fuller said, man, we'll just be confused. Until we understand what racism and white supremacy is, we'll always be confused. So with that being said, family, stay tuned to the next build. This has been your brother and Google. Now you see RANM. The homeboy Nell, you already know.
Black Power.
The White Terror, you already know. 432, baby. This is what it is. RNM RBG TV, baby. On the move. Keep it locked. Keep it G to the next one.
Red, black, and green.
Always
red,
know,
white,
man.
blue, baby, no.
Always know, family, that black love is a cure for the black nation. So let's get it.
Red, black, green. No red, white, and blue.
Keep it locked, man. Keep it G. Peace. Hutuapo. And Black Power.
Black Power, no, bro.
Plotting? Yeah, we plotting. Plotting to steal. To steal what? To steal the information.
That's right.
All of it. Yeah, but whose information is it? The more you learn about this system, the more upset you get.
Oh, my dear Mr. Williams. Peppermint? Information is power. If you don't have the information, one cannot seize power. You need to think about becoming mentally competitive. Being black does not free you from being a responsible individual.
Yeah, but being a responsible individual don't free you from being black. I do. That's right.
Poor misguided soul. You have yet to learn the rules of this game.
It will. I don't want to. See, I'm smart enough to know it's not my game to play. Just a pawn like everybody else.
Used intelligently, a pawn can create a checkmate, Mr. Williams, or become a very powerful player himself. Don't you understand? This is all a game. All of this. Like basketball, football. Mr. Big Time Track Star, a game. You play it and you play it to win. Because in the real world, no one wants to hear excuses or empty rhetoric. No.
Facts.
They want to know if you have a plan.
Facts.
Right. Mr. Williams, Mr. White, good afternoon.
All right.
Mr. White?
You had this class before?
Yeah, I had this class once, maybe twice.